this could be the end of pro clubs. This could be your last season playing FIFA Pro Clubs. I didn't want to do this. So guys, with absolutely every single one of you who play pro clubs really anticipatious, nervous, and damn right confused what's going on with pro clubs at the moment, let me add a little clarity. So I believe this could really be the end of pro clubs. FIFA 22 might be the end of pro clubs. We might not have any more 11 versus 11 co-op in the game. And I'm going to get into some of the reasons why. So some of you don't know this, but a lot of you do. A lot of FIFA fans have been hearing about this recently. And this is not the only reason, but just I want to show you why this is probably going to affect pro clubs as well. But FIFA 23 could be rebranded as EA Sports FC. It looks like the decades-long relationship between EA Sports and football's governing body could be coming to an end, with FIFA seeming keen to explore its options rather than carry on its collaboration with Electronic Arts. So FIFA themselves could be looking to go to a new brand or find a new game or create their own game or whatever. What this has to do with pro clubs, you're asking, right? Well, I'm going to tell you. Don't worry, I'm getting to it. So first of all, there could be a rebrand. Now, it's not just a rebrand, it's FIFA stepping out of the equation and Electronic Arts making their own game, EA Sports FC, which is a ridiculous name. But anyway, how this can affect pro clubs. So first of all, obviously, it's going to affect pro clubs in the fact that so many people, just because it's not called FIFA, especially if FIFA decide to put their name to another game, are going to stop playing it at the end of this year. That's basic, that's obvious. We could lose the amount of viewership, the amount of players, the amount of competitors that participate on this game could drop dramatically. So that's the first off. That's number one, right? But number two, I don't know if you know about this, if you've heard about this. FIFA 22 series will reportedly be free to play from FIFA 23 onwards. You can find this on givemesport.com. But it's also on the Tinternet, absolutely everywhere. This is integral. The world's biggest football franchise will reportedly be free to play as of the release of FIFA 23 next year. However, FIFA 22 will still be full retail price. With recent announcement that Pro Evolution Soccer will be rebranded as eFootball and changing to free of charge format, it appears as though FIFA will be following suit as of FIFA 23, likely to be released in September 22. Again, you're probably asking, what does this have to do with pro clubs? Well, I'm going to tell you. It's very, very simple. With the fact that there could be a potential rebrand and FIFA could be stepping away from the game itself, and with the fact that they're going free to play, the only revenue that the EA Sports FC or whatever it's going to be bloody called, even if it's called FIFA, irrelevant if the rebrand happens, the only revenue they're going to be making really is off the price of how much they make from Ultimate Team. You've guessed it, Ultimate Team is going to be the main, if not every single part of the revenue of the company moving forward. So the game producers are only going to work on extending and expanding the variety that's available on Ultimate Team. So for Ultimate Team users, this could be a plus if you like to use your daddy's credit card. But for pro clubs, where does that leave us? Well, I'll tell you. This is my biggest concern. This is the biggest concern of FIFA. For me, because I'm a pro club streamer, you can find us on Twitch every single day up until September 22. In my opinion, FIFA 23 pro clubs is going to get left behind. It's going to get hidden in the darkness and the shadows of every other game mode that nobody can spend money on. The fact that you don't have microtransactions for FIFA 23 for pro clubs, they're not going to put the effort into fixing all the issues like the kick glitch, the fact the gameplay is absolutely stupid, the fact that you can't have substitutes, anything that could make pro clubs the ultimate game mode isn't going to have any money spent behind the scenes on building or constructing a better version of that game mode because all the money comes in through FUT. So therefore, absolutely the experience of FUT is going to be phenomenal, but pro clubs is going to get left in the dark. This is the end of pro clubs. If it goes in this direction, if the game becomes free to play and you don't have to pay for the whole game, including career mode, Volta, like anybody cares, or pro clubs, they're going to concentrate all of their mind on creating the best FUT experience, and pro clubs is not going to have a look in. If you don't understand where I'm coming from or where the way I'm seeing it, hopefully I'm explaining it the best I can. We already want them to bring in microtransactions, which nobody wants to pay for anything, but we already want to bring in microtransactions for pro clubs, just so they will spend a little bit more energy and effort on the actual game mode, because of the serious issues and experiences that we're having at the moment. When this game mode could be the best in the world, microtransactions might entice them to put more efforts into the game mode. The game is going to become free. FUT is going to be the only microtransactions that we're aware of. I mean, don't get me wrong, we could spin this on the head and they might put microtransactions in for career mode, Volta and pro clubs, but it doesn't look like it's going to go that direction. It looks like it's going to be solely focused on bringing in the revenue through FUT, which is so damaging to pro clubs. It really is. There are so many issues with pro clubs right now already. This could be the end of pro clubs. This could be your last season playing FIFA pro clubs. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I really want to know your thoughts and opinions. At the moment, this is mine. EA or FIFA, please change my mind. I appreciate you all, and I'll see you guys soon.